Hello and welcome to Train Sim World 3, where today we're going to be taking on the 3-point turn scenario. I'll be operating a stopping service to Hadfield, and we need to set up this train so passengers can get on at Manchester Piccadilly. So if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and also consider subscribing. And yeah, it really is appreciated. So we've got passengers loading up. We'll set... Oh no, we've got the green, so we don't need to set DRA. What we do need to do is turn on the safety systems, acknowledge the self-test, vigilance to normal, DSD to normal. Perfect. So we're going to be heading towards Hadfield. Obviously we've got a bit of a stopping service, as you'd expect on Glossop, and of course we will be driving the really beautiful Class 323. So thoroughly enjoying driving this again. Obviously we first saw it on Birmingham Cross City in its West Midlands Railways livery. Now obviously we've got it in Northern, which yeah, it's nice to see it. You know, such a good modelled train being reused. I'm okay with that. And Manchester Piccadilly's looking fairly busy. Got a couple of other 323s currently in the station. We've got the headlights set up. That's all good. These passengers are taking an age to load. They need to hurry up, that's for sure. We'll acknowledge that. Come on. It's making us hang around here for 2 minutes. So our next stop will be Ashbury's. So we've got a little bit of run after we depart from Manchester. Come on. Let's, while we're killing some time, because this is a little bit ridiculous, let's have a look at Piccadilly. So you've got a 323 coming into the station there. Got a couple of other 323s. It's obviously lacking, you know, quite a bit of variety that you'd expect to see, obviously, in real life. Yeah, I think they've done as best as they can with the trains that are available to them. It's obviously not perfect by any stretch, but hey, there we go. But I have to say, the interior of Manchester Piccadilly does look fantastic. It would just be nice to see it bustling with a lot of, you know, passengers, trains. I think that really would, you know, take it up to a next level. So now we can finally lock those doors, and we can be heading towards our first stop, which will be Ashbury's. There we go. Finally we can go. Release the brakes, apply the power, and away we go for Ashbury's. 1.5 miles. We'll be there in no time at all. There we go. Just ease back on the power, off the power. We'll cruise at 15 as we exit the station, and then we step up to a 25 before we, I think, get to Ardwick, and we then head up to, I think it's 40 if I'm not much mistaken. There we go. So as we exit Piccadilly, let's give a toot of the horn. Lovely stuff. There we go. I pressed the wrong button there. Apparently the aux is on. I don't know what that is, but we'll not worry about it. Right, there's the 25 board. We will be, once we've cleared that, we can put the power back on. You can see we've got green signals ahead. There we go, we can step up now. The acceleration is 35 as well. We'll wait to clear that. And away we go. More power. Give us more power. So we're an early morning run by looks of it. It's just gone 7:30 in game. You'd probably be expecting this to be a little bit busy at this time of morning. Looks like we've got a double yellow ahead, so we'll get ready to acknowledge JWS. just gently start to brake. But given the brakes on this Class 3 T3 are just phenomenal, yeah, they really do work well. So no need to worry if we have to stop suddenly. There is the 40, but we won't accelerate any further at the moment. Obviously, we're under double yellows. And we are actually going to be under a single yellow here. We'll just probably reduce down a little bit, 25. It's actually just gone to doubles. Just as we pass there, we can just about see in the distance our next one actually will be yeah, that is for us, that yellow, but that hopefully should clear us into Ashbury's, where we can make our first stop. Get ready to acknowledge the single. There we go. Bit of power just to get us into the station, and we're clearly chasing something in front of us, as it's that one's just gone to a double yellow. There's Ashbury Station coming into full view now, and actually as we exit Ashbury's, we do then step up to 60 miles an hour, so that is the top speed on the Glossop line. There we go. You can see the next one will be... Oh, that is definitely not what I wanted to do. That's what happens if you press the wrong button. I wanted to apply the brake, not get out the seat. There we go. First stop is Ashbury's. We'll unlock our doors, let the passengers get on and off. Hopefully we get a bit of a quicker loading and unloading time as we are stopped here. Although, are we getting any passengers? Any passengers actually getting on? Yes. No one got off though. Everyone just getting on here. We've got a whole flurry of passengers now. If you don't hurry up, we're going to be departing shortly. There we go, locking those doors. I'm afraid you're too late. Let's lock those doors. And away we go for Guide Bridge next. And it looks like we're back under greens, so we can accelerate quite aggressively out of Ashbury's. So you can see the speed in this Class 3 T3 really does pick up very, very quickly. Already nearly up to, well, there's 40, and we will continue to accelerate. Although we are going to hit double yellow, so we're definitely following something in front of us. We'll just come off the power here, get ready to acknowledge. And in fact, actually, we've just gone to a green, so we'll keep the speed about 46 for now. Actually, we'll keep around 45. It's more of a realistic target, as we are clearly following something a little bit slower in front of us. And again, you can see double yellows. I like this. I love having to keep an eye on the signals that we've got. We will need to slow here. Maybe down to 35. It's so much better than just a completely clear green run. We are going slightly uphill, so we have to need to apply the power. again, double yellow, so not getting any closer to whatever is in front of us. We can have a cheeky look on here, and actually you can probably see that looks like what would be, I guess, a freight train probably in front. I'd imagine that's heading towards Guide Bridge, where it will turn off into the yard there. So we can hopefully get a view of that as we approach, or as we stop in Guide Bridge. Let's have a look at the outside view of this Class 323. It's really nice in the northern livery. I'm a fan. We've got our lights on, haven't we? Yeah, perfect. It is certainly a very slow approach into Guide Bridge, but I like it. As we roll through this, I don't know what station this is, we'll find out. This is Fairfield, so as we roll through it, modest 27. Let's put the power back on. Get back up to around 35, I reckon. In fact, we are back up to greens, so let's put the power back on. See another 323 coming in the opposite direction there. Obviously whatever was in front of us has now cleared, thankfully. We can run at 60, but we will be coming in to a stop at Guide Bridge very shortly, so there's the 40 warning. We will start to slow here as we've got Class 66 hauling some wagons coming in the opposite direction. Very nice to see. And you can just about make out Guide Bridge there, with another Class 66 just ahead as well. Start applying the brakes once again. Ready for our stop at yeah, Guide Bridge. Bit of power just to get us into the station, and then we can start to slow. Just let it roll a little bit further up to its stopping point. There we go. And as I say, we've got the 66 there. Can we find whatever was in front of us? Apparently not. Is it completely off the map? I guess so. Interesting. It just disappeared. But in fact, we've got a... oh, we haven't unlocked our doors. Tut-tut. In fact, we've got another Class 66 hauling some more wagons. Got all the freight trains going on. I like it. That's looking good. Almost finished loading those passengers. We'll start locking those doors. And away we go. For our next stop, which will be Flowery Field. Just ease back off the power so that we don't go cruising past 40 before we cleared this 60 marker that we've just gone past. There we go. Back into notch 4 now. Let's get back up to 60 miles an hour, which I'm sure we will do in no time at all. Ease off the power now since we quickly got up to 60 miles an hour. I must have went straight past that. That is probably the freight that we were chasing, obviously being held in a passing loop there to allow us to thunder on by. I thought it just completely disappeared off the map, but clearly not. It's all good. Oh, we need to be slowing. This is where the class 323 really shows itself to be a little bit of a monster. I'm afraid the passengers had a very hard bit of braking there. But we were nowhere near overshooting that platform. Still miles away. It's I'm pretty sure just after this bridge. There we go. And this is Flowery Field. What a station name. Let it roll a little bit further up. There we go. And we'll unlock those doors. And we're in a bush. Let's not do that. Looking good. I'm sure we'll be here for just a quick moment. And then we can be off to our next stop. I thought we were heading to Glossop. No, to Hadfield, not Glossop, as the passenger information screen says up there. Interesting. And away we go. Let's put it into notch 4. So our next stop will be Newton for Hyde, and this is just 0.67 miles. So then there is a bunch of stations that are all quite close together. But it's amazing the amount of speed that we can pick up in just a short distance. Already up to 40. And we'll need to be thinking about slowing at some point. In fact, we should be probably braking about now. I suspect as we get around this bend here, it will, yeah, there you go, the station comes into view. It's nice to jump on this on the Glossop line after not playing this for a couple of days. I think I played it a little bit too much, so it's nice to jump back on it after a bit of a break. I get to appreciate it a little bit more. I still hate the timetable, but that's for another day. The service should not be split into two parts. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to get on my soapbox. Let's unload our passengers. This is a quick stop here by the looks of it. Right, let's get ready to go, and we'll see what our next stop will be, which is actually going to be Godly. And again, this one's very close, so we'll be there in no time at all. So, can we see a station yet? Yes, just up ahead. Let's get a 45 and we'll start braking. Other side of this bridge, I think. Yeah, let's start there. Some very nice scenery that we've gone past so far. These certainly feel like pretty small stations. Yeah, we definitely went the wrong way on that one there. I mean, that's not the worst. We've just been informed that there are cows on the line at Dinting. Further instructions will be provided closer to Dinting. Interesting. Okay. This is going to be fun. Probably explains why we've got Glossop on the customer information screens and not Hadfield. Well, that's clearly giving it away, isn't it? Let's lock those doors. And we can be out of here. You'll notice I purposely stayed in the cab for that one because I don't want to show my embarrassment of overshooting. So Hattersley next, and that's just 0.7 of a mile. So as I say, you really have got these like bunch of stations all very close together. As we roll through a station here that looks very much abandoned. If I remember correctly, Hattersley is the island station. It is. A little bit different for this route, which I quite like. There we go. We'll snake off a little bit here as we enter into the station. There we go, this is Hattersley. We've got cows on the line ahead. That'll do. Let's unlock those doors. I wonder what it's going to make us do. If I was a guessing man, we're going to do the 3.10 around Dinting. I guess. I'm sure we will find out very shortly. Right, we can lock those doors and we can be off for our next stop. which will be Broadbottom in a mile. So we'll definitely be able to stretch the legs of this 323 as we head towards Broadbottom. Should give it plenty of time to get up to 60 miles an hour. Let me know in the comments down below what your thoughts are on the Glossop line so far. I'd be interested to hear your view. I'm still a little bit on the fence, if I'm honest. The timetable's a bit of a because of the splitting into two parts. Manchester, they've done a good job trying to make it as busy as they possibly can, but it's still quiet. And obviously with it being a short route, I don't know how repeatable doing these services are without getting a little bit jaded of them. But it's different. I commend that. And it's using the 323, which I'm not mad about. And actually having guard mode, which is a good thing because it adds something a little bit different, which is always good. I reckon we'll see that on the upcoming Class 700 at a guess, which will be very fun. I think we're going to see a lot more of guard mode going forward. Okay, we'll be terminating at Glossop. Passengers for Hadfield have already been informed and will be provided with onward transport at Dinting. Okay, so we will be going to Glossop instead of Hadfield now. Let's finish loading up here. Let's lock those doors and our next stop will be, in fact, Dinting. So, away we go for Dinting, and let's see if we can find ourselves some cows. So, we're going to be in a 40 as we go across this viaduct just up ahead. And then we jump back up to 60, I believe. There's 40. So we'll just go across this viaduct here, and then I believe we jump back up to 60. And we can probably start to apply the power again, because we're only doing 33 anyway. As we can see, another 323 coming towards us. Here we go, already up to 60. This hyper networker does pick up speed phenomenally well. We gotta see if we can find ourselves some cows, definitely at Dinting. In fact, we're gonna have the distance signal here. Okay, and we should start slowing. We can be pretty gentle on the brakes here. because the 40 is coming up, and then we drop down to 10 as we enter into Dinting station itself. There's the 40 marker, and we're going to have the green with the feather indicating that we'll be going to the right towards Glossop. As we go across the viaduct here, which is pretty phenomenal. Does look good. But can we spot ourselves? Oh, we certainly can. That is amazing. That is a thumbnail coming up if I've ever seen one. Why have we got one on the floor? Come on, this is a thumbnail I've never quite thought I'd be taking. We stopped. Okay, well that didn't quite get a plan. I still am laughing at the worker on the floor there. Let's see as much of this 323 we can get into the shot as we can. I think that is maybe it's there. I think we've got it. Let's are you okay? Well, that was very fun to see. Something certainly you don't see every day. There's our stop marker for our stop here at Dinting. So all those wanting Hadfield need to alight. Sorry, I'm gonna have to go back and look at these cows. This is too funny. I still don't understand you. You're not okay. Cows having a great time. One's lying down, having a little munch on the weeds. Oh, brilliant. Definitely want more scenarios like that, because that has made me chuckle. Oh, we've got even more as well. Well, I didn't think I'd see that. That's amazing. Have we got any more hidden up towards Glossop? No. The cows really have taken over Dinting. I think it's probably fair to say if this was real life, a train would not then be able to enter this section when you've got cows on the lease. But hey, I don't mind it. It's funny. Okay, away we go for Glossop. There's 10 miles an hour. We can't quite see the cows from the cab. Let's I'll give you a good view there. And there we go. We'll leave the cows behind at Dinting, and we'll head towards Glossop. It's quite a steep downhill here, but we will hit 25 and then straight into a 45 as well. So all in all, pretty straightforward run, apart from the cows at Dinting. It would have been nice to have some times to stick to on the way to Dinting. It was just left to us. We could have arrived at kind of any time at the stations along the way. Okay, we'll head up to 45. I did accelerate a little too quickly there, but it's all good. Should we see if we can get up to 45? Yeah, why not? Easy, there we go. And we'll need to start slowing now for the 10 miles an hour. which is no problem at all. We'll get AWS here. That's the magnet. And can we see the 10? 10's a little further up. Just as we enter the station. There we go, let's get down to 10 miles an hour. No problem at all. And now we can just cruise into Glossop. That will be our final stop. Come on, a little bit further to go. As we roll towards the buffers at the end of the platform here. Once we're getting a little bit closer, we'll start to apply the brakes and we can let the passengers off. Plenty of passengers wanted to get on, it looks like. That will do nicely. Let's unlock those doors. Let those passengers off who want to go to Glossop, and then that will be the end of our journey. So hopefully you've enjoyed this one. I certainly have. It's been a little bit different, especially seeing those cows at Dinting. If you have enjoyed it, please consider hitting that like button and also subscribing. It really is appreciated. But now we just have to hang around and wait for the passengers to finish getting off. We're getting a lot of passengers at Glossop here. It's taking its time. We're now in the station roof. Nice, nice. There's a lot of passengers waiting to get on. In fact, we can probably... Okay, they put the tunnel reverser off. And did we get the gold? Of course we did. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.